Dr. Sekhose.
As an educationist, and even any one of us, as laymen also, we are aware that today we live in an age and a time where our children are exposed. They are living in a time where they are facing unprecedented challenges. We are all aware about the kind of expectations which parents place upon them, the peer pressure, with the advancements of technology, the attacks and the kind of influences that social media brings. All these come together to expose our children to a lot of influences and challenges which you and I maybe did not face. And therefore there is a very, very strong need to address this issue. And this challenge is also reflected in the National Policy on Education. And as we are all aware that every human is a tripartite person. Human nature is three-dimensional. We have the spirit, soul, and body. And for a child to do well academically, it is so important that the child is also mentally and also physically, in good shape. Today, the challenges that are ahead of education, is very, very large. But for a child to excel in his studies, it is also so important that his mental health is also addressed. And so this kind of institution where the child, is recognized as a person who needs to also be taken care of, even in regards to his social and his mental well-being, is something which is so important. Today, I understand that there are some institutions also that are coming up at the department, government level. Diplomas and certificate courses, are also coming up. But private players, such as the institution that has come up today, is very, very warranted and needed. Because today, it is important that all teachers are exposed to, the nuances, to the requirements of how a child should be attended to mentally. And today, this kind of institution, will cater not just, as a chairman has pointed out, not just to the students, but to the teachers, parents, And even the church also, I believe, would be required to also come up in this field. And today, the fact that spirit, soul, and body constitute, you know, the three dimensions of a child's need, we require that first and foremost, we need to have a compassion, you know, for our students. And so today, my request and my advice would be that even as the management, even as you formulate your curriculum, as you formulate your techniques and counseling methodology, it is so important that everything is tempered with love and compassion. We are all Christians and we are aware that the Word of God says that God is a wonderful counselor. That is found in the book of Isaiah. I believe that today, you know, our children, they need to be heard and they need to be given a patient listening ear. And I believe that institutions such as this are going to prepare teachers, are going to prepare parents to be better listeners, to be people who can develop the quality of empathy, to be charitable, not just people who judge, not people who critique or who are opinionated, but then we need to train, you know, a generation of teachers and people who are willing to listen to our children, to hear their cry. And I believe that through institutions such as this, we are going to see a change in the quality of, you know, education. So this is an institution, the importance of which cannot be overemphasized. And my prayer is that through the leading of the Almighty, that God would provide you the counsel and the wisdom to know how to operationalize this with, as mentioned earlier, with a lot of compassion, with empathy, having a charitable heart, and pray that even one child's life will be changed even through the service of this institution. I would like to end with you know, a quote which Carl Rogers said, that when he sees the world, he becomes pessimistic. But when he sees people, he becomes optimistic. Today, I believe that that spirit of optimism, and not just commercializing any institution, but with a heart of service, with a compassionate spirit, you know, the end result would be, how do I provide service to the students through teachers and through the various categories of people who would be trained in and through this institution. So I wish Dr. Zawise and the team well, and I pray that this institution will make a difference in the health, the wealth of our resources, the best resources that we have, our children. Thank you and God bless.
Wonderful day that even though I'm not there in your midst, I'm grateful to the organizers that you have gone ahead with your program. And this Carl Rogers Institute of Mental Health and School Counselling, which is opening up today at Kohima, is a very important occasion and a very important institute which will determine the lives of so many people in our state. I know that our special invitee, Shri Sekhose, the former director of SCERT, whose august presence is there, will highlight so many things for all the august gathering that is there. But even on my part, I would like to just share a few things. Today, in our state especially, in Nagaland, such institute, if we are able to run it well, will be an institute that will mold and build our state in a number of ways. In this fast-paced world of the 21st century, the stress and the lifestyle of all types of people are in a different pantheon. It is no more like the 1960s or 70s, where the level of problems were smaller. In a fast-paced professional life, the young people especially are in need of professional counseling, professional mentorship, and guidance. And I'm sure this institute of Carl Rogers Institute of Mental Health and School Counselling will play a pivotal role in nurturing mental health and making people ready to face the various challenges of life with positivity and with strength. I need not elaborate more on the so many problems which we are facing as a resultant of the many situations in our state and the input it gives to the youngsters in terms of their career, in terms of their mental health, in terms of youngsters who are not able to take up their family problems in a positive manner, and also in terms of guidance to the students. And when I was looking at the brochure that the institute had given me, I was actually very excited to come to know that such an institute will focus on so many aspects of mental and physical and career health will be addressed professionally with proper guidance, ultimately resulting into prosperity of our state and of our people. Today, I regret that I could not come physically, even after my assurance, to this August program. I regret that due to transportation issues and some pre-commitments, I could not come in time. And so I chose to address all of you in respect that at least for a few moments, I will address the August gathering personally. I'm thankful to the organizers, and I'm thankful to the participants who have come there today. My prayers and best wishes are with all of you. Sirs, I want you all to know that you are starting this institute with a vision for our people. And I know that it will do justice to molding young minds, not only to be literate, but also to be educated, by showing them the path of a stronger career, not only in a sector of the government, but also in various other sectors through proper career counseling and encouraging our people. As we all know very well, that our state is not there of young people or literate people, but what we are in there of is the opportunity for youngsters to be motivated and to take bold steps in social entrepreneurship and also being prosperous in our state. And likewise, young people who are getting married, young families, encouraging them, counseling them, and building a prosperous Nagaland for all of us. I know the video quality may not be too good because I'm addressing you all from the jungle of Saring area and looking at you on the dais. I'm very happy, sirs. I can see you all smile, and I'm also smiling from here. Thank you so much. May God bless all of you. And my brother Peter Rutsa, I'm sorry that I could not reach there today, especially to you. Thank you very much. God bless.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.